Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Crafted Carvings. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about my sign making process on a black walnut board that a customer recently ordered from me. They originally ordered, they just wanted to have one sign that on my listing it was a 36 by 7 inch board. And they wanted a verse on it. Only one thing is necessary, and that's from Luke 10:42. And so I gave the customer a couple designs because a 36 by 7 was really going to make the text a bit too small or squished on 36 by 7. But 48 by 5 is about the same square footage. I could give it to them for the same price. So I showed them that as well. And they decided they were going to order two. So that's what I have here. So after I carve it on my my Carve Right CNC, I then use a airbrush to paint over it. So I put paper transfer tape over top of everything, and it just makes it a lot easier when I go to sand it. Takes a lot less time. And in order to keep prices down, I can't spend a lot of time sitting there taking a paintbrush and painting every little crevice bit by bit. Also, you tend to use a lot more paint that way, and so you have a lot more bleeding into the wood. By putting this on there and using an airbrush, you can control that. It's a lot less paint that you're using, and you can go a lot faster, and then of course pass that savings on to the customer and be competitive. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and take all the paper off and show you what it looks like at that point, and I will see you again shortly. After waiting about 15 minutes to 45 minutes for the paint to dry enough, I will start taking off this paper. I found that you don't want to leave the paper on too longer than necessary, because then it becomes more difficult to remove it. This is sped up about 750% the time it actually takes. I don't work that fast. I wish I could. Okay, so no sanding has been done yet. And this is what it looks like just taking off the transfer tape. And you can see it is going to need a little bit of touch-up, but not much, and it'll save on the sanding. And the reason why I like to use white on black walnut, because once you put that finish over top of it, the black walnut is going to darken, and it just looks really nice seeing that white on the darker wood. So that's the 36 by 7. And this is the 48 by 5, and I wanted that in all caps. You can see on the back, black walnut does have some knots and things, and of course that's a bit of the character of the wood, but I do put wood glue into those areas just to make sure that it will maintain its integrity throughout the carving process, and then of course once it's put up and everything. And there is a part there where the paper came up, and so I got paint on the underside. But anyhow, this verse is not one that you normally think of. If you can remember without looking what this is in reference to, take a moment, pause, and put it down in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, and if this has ever had any special meaning to you in your life. But if you've had time to go ahead and do that, I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are on it. This is from when Mary and Martha, the sisters of Lazarus, were entertaining Jesus and his apostles and disciples. And one of the sisters came up to Jesus and complained that the other sister was not doing any of the work, and was just just enjoying Jesus and his ministry while the other one was working. I always forget which is which, but it was between Mary and Martha. And Jesus said only one thing is necessary, and that he wasn't going to take it away from the one who was listening to him and his ministry. So I really like that that. I remember the story overall, but that's just not one of those memory verses that I've committed to memory, like John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. So anyhow, the next step is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and sand. I'm going to round over the edges, and then I'll show you what it looks like there. And then the next step after that will be taking that outside and spraying a protective coat on it. See you soon. So right now I am sanding, and that process is being sped up here in the video, probably about 700% the normal speed. So this probably takes around 7-8 minutes to do this preliminary sanding after I've taken off the paper, and I also need to see, like, there may be spots where I'm going to need to do some touch-up paint. On the back, I also sand that, get rid of all that, because I did put some glue in there, sand that nice and smooth so it'll take the finish when I'm ready to do that, the next step. And here's the next board, sanding that real quick. Again, I wish I could go this fast in real life, but that's not the way it works. Okay, so I got that done. I do have some touch-up painting to do, because when you have the paper over top of it, sometimes it just doesn't get all the way into all sides of the lettering. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next, and then let it dry, and then go back to sanding any over spray. So see you soon. Bye. I'm so sorry I did not have time to get all the rest of the process of getting this done on camera. But here is what the final result is. I'm ready to package these up. Now on the back side, I do have several keyhole slots. That way they can decide where they'd like to hang it up on their wall. So I'm going to wrap these up in paper and foam and bubble wrap, cardboard, and we will get these out. And hopefully they will enjoy it. And I enjoyed doing it. Talk to you later. Bye.